as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return now, it's Josh Huff. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. A big play there on the first play of the game. 42 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They'll set up a throw. Buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, of course, you want to find the end zone, but, you know, you go on the road, you get 3 points. I think you take it.
Yeah, pretty good start to the day for him, don't you think? Right? You go out there, get the 3 points. Now, look, it's not going to silence this crowd, but it might take a little bit of steam out of them right off the top.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll toss it to Breida. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Warren. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stone. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Looking to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The clock running here. Under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Scott. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And, yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Clayton Geathers makes the stop. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw on 2nd down. Warren. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Off the play fake. Warren. Throw left side complete. It's Stone. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st and 10, Warren. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now let's go!
Here's Breida. Finding room to the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Right back to him on first down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. And he puts it through. Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On first down, Scott. And he stopped immediately there. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. 1st and 10 at the 19. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
He'll
look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun now on third down. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, Warren finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down. Warren. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stone. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Looking to throw on second down. Warren. And connecting here with DJ Shark. Touchdown, 49ers. DJ Shark, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll roll him out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Try to get it to Woods, and that'll bring up second down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, going deep here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. That one goes for 24 yards. Now here's a timeout, as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Detroit!
Back to throw again. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cameron Meredith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints move back within a couple of the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the young men. And they're able to return this one all the way up to the 45. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Watch him now, Barney!
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now it's Breida. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. To throw on second down. Warren, throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They run with Breida. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Warren out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They begin with Michel on the ground. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. That's Woods. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Leopard! Over!
They'll run on first down. Scott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Back to throw here. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Saints on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They'll try the left side. Scott. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And Lutz's kick is good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. Because his 3rd field goal now in the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd and 2, Warren flush to his right. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken around the 12. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Saints on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to throw. He sets to fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Marquette King now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
They run again with Breida. He's got room to run past the 20 as they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Warren flushed out right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. Warren. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
This is Breida. A nice little juke. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now they'll run it on the toss. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. They do tack on the extra point as well, and the lead is up to 5. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
He'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
No, check, Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Saints on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going on the field, but okay, I see you.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
back to throw. That's caught by Meredith right side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Oh, nice move. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Looking for Woods that time.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Niners, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
They were my business on the front page.